Hey guys, so I'm here to do a library haul. I have a whole bunch of movies and TV shows to show you, and then a whole bunch that I got. I know there's some that I got before vacation, and I had some hauls taped on the computer that I was going to edit and upload, but vacation just kind of drained me, and then a lot of stuff happened to the computer, and they got deleted. So I'm just going to show you these, and then if I find some of the ones that I was supposed to show you in those hauls that got deleted, I will. If not, I'll just show you them when I read them. It's fine, right? But I have a whole bunch of movies and TV shows. I got 3 scary movies. All 3 of them we've already seen before, but they're amazing movies, so why not get them again? The first one, which we're actually going to watch again tonight, is Oculus. This is a really creepy one. It didn't have, like, too many, like, we scream moments, but it's a really, really good scary movie if you want, like, a scary movie night. Pick Oculus. And then the other 2 are Insidious 2 and Insidious 3. We have seen both of them already. I'm going to be getting Insidious 1 tomorrow because this weekend is Fright Night here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, so we are going to do a kind of marathon of all 3 Insidiouses. Then I got the 3rd season of Scrubs. I believe this is the one that I'm on. I'm not entirely sure. But I love this show. It's hysterical. It's like Grey's Anatomy, but funnier. Because Grey's Anatomy is a lot more serious. This is definitely not serious at all. It's just going to fall on the ground. The next one I got is Smash Season 1. I love this show. There's 2 seasons. I've seen, I think, this whole season and like half of the other one. It did get canceled, but it was a really good show. It's about Marilyn Monroe and a musical that they're making. I loved it, but I know not a lot of people liked it. But you have to really like Broadway to like it. The next one we got is first season of Game of Thrones. We have seen seasons 1 through 3. I think we're like halfway in 3 or something. But our library just got season 4, so now we have to kind of catch up. And this is one of those shows you kind of have to really pay attention to understand what's going on. And so we thought we would get season 1 again so we could actually watch it and then start catching up with everybody else. The next one we got is Scandal. This is season 1. I've never seen Scandal, neither has Sarah, but we were watching The People's Couch, and they were talking about it on there, and it seemed pretty interesting, and so we thought we would get it because, like I said, it seemed interesting. I know this is a huge show. Like, everyone loves this show. We've only watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes so far, and it's not catching me, but this season only has 7 episodes, so I'm guessing either by the end of it or the next season, it gets a lot better. So I'm going to try to stick it out, but excited to finish it, especially when the person that produced that or made that was the same person that did How to Get Away with Murder, and I love that show. So the next one I got is season 3 of Glee. I love this season. I just wanted to rewatch all of Glee, and I totally forgot that I was on season 2 and just picked up 3. Glee is one of the best shows ever. If you don't like singing, then don't watch it. And it is kind of repetitive. It does have a lot of kind of stupid plot points in it, but it is a really good show. The next 3 are some movies. We decided when we got home from vacation we were going to get some classics and some cartoons, and so these are the ones we got. I had to get Breakfast at Tiffany's again because it's one of my favorite movies ever, and it just looked so good because I saw it and I was like, yes, I need to watch this movie again. And then the other classic we got is Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe. I love this movie. I think it's, well, I haven't really seen a lot of her other ones, but this one's my favorite so far. And then last but not least, we got a Walt Disney classic, and it is Alice in Wonderland. I love this movie. I think that this is one of the best Disney movies ever, just because I love Alice in Wonderland. So, yeah, it had to happen. The first book I got, which I'm actually currently reading right now, this is A Madness So Discreet by Mindy McGiggins. I think that's how you say her name. I'm really enjoying this book so far, and I'm only on chapter, like, 4. Yeah, I'm only on chapter 4, like, page 20, and I've already enjoyed this book. I love anything to do with asylums, and this takes place in one. Ah, so good. And this cover is, you can't really see it that well, but it's beautiful. It's like this girl that's coming up from the floor looking like she's screaming, and then this hand that's holding her. Awesome. And then I'm going to put some on my lap. And then I got Dark Shimmer by Donna Jo Napoli. I think that's how you say your name. This is, I believe, kind of a fairy tale retelling type thing. The little tagline on the front says, "Once upon a time, evil began in innocence." So it looks really cool. I love the shattered mirror and the blood on the title. So, looks good. The next one I got is a biography, and it's Yes, My Accent is Real by Kunal Nayyar. I think that's how you say his name. And he is Raj Koothrappali on Big Bang Theory. So I'm really excited to read what he has to say about his life and about his experiences on Big Bang Theory. And I'm just really, really excited. And what I love probably the most is on the back he has 3 blurbs. The first one is by Raj Koothrappali from Big Bang Theory. The second one is apparently from the Queen of England. And the third one is from a 13-year-old fangirl. I love that. I love him, and he's such a funny person, and I cannot wait to read his book. The next book I got is Faceless by Alyssa Sheenmel. I like this cover. I like how it goes with the book, that it's called Faceless and she has no face. I believe this has to do with something tragic happens and then she wakes up in the hospital and doesn't know what happened and she kind of has to figure it out. So it sounds really good. I know it's one of the new ones and it just looked amazing, so I had to pick it up. The next one I got is The Fall by James Perler. I have no clue. It's a really small book, a new YA book. The writing is pretty big, so I thought I would pick it up. It's a bully book. Talks about, like, is this person a friend or a bully, and kind of things about that. This is by the same person that wrote Bystander, which is another book like that. So, and I believe I own Bystander. I have not read it yet, though. But it sounded really good and kind of one of those kind of like feel-good type of books. So, we'll see how it goes. The next one I have is The Body in the Woods by April Henry. This one I had gotten, I believe it was The Blood Will Tell, maybe a month ago. And I really wanted to read it, but I found out it was a second in a series. And so I had to pick up this one, and it sounds really good. And it's just one of those, like, mystery books of, like, there's this body and then the killer, and you have to figure it out. And amazingness. Old one. It came out in 2011, but I've wanted to read it since then. And so since I saw it on one of these shelves showing different books, I decided to just pick it up. And it's You Have 7 Messages by Stuart Lewis. I've been wanting to read this for a while, so I thought, you know what? I keep thinking that there's someone coming up to this house. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to pick it up and read it because I've wanted to read it for a while. The writing is pretty big. I've heard some good things about it, so why not? The next one I have is The Detour by S.A. Bowden. I have also seen this on the giveaway list on Goodreads, and I thought it sounded really good. I thought it was going to be a lot thicker than this. It's pretty small, and the writing is pretty big, so it seems like something I will probably get through pretty quickly. This one, there is an author that is a YA author, and then she goes missing, and I believe she gets kidnapped based on this because it just has like a cup and a plate, and then the window is cemented. So I'm guessing someone kidnaps her, and the back it says, "Where am I?" So it looks pretty good. Ugh. The next book I got because I was contacted by the Entangled Teen. I couldn't think of who it was. I was contacted by Entangled Teen to read the second book in the series, but I have not read the first one, and so I had to pick up the first one, and it is called Book of Ivy by Amy Engel. I've heard phenomenal things about this and how people can't wait to read the second one, so I'm going to have to read this as quickly as I can so that I can read the second one before it comes out. I'm not entirely sure when it comes out, though. It might already be out. You never know. I'm just lazy with things like this, but I'm going to try to read it. The next one I got is The Dead House by Dawn. I never know how to say her last name. Dawn Kerchak, I think. She is a booktuber here on Booktubia, and I'm so excited to read this, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. The cover is beautiful. I love this haunted house, and then how it has, like, it does have actual, like, book stuff, but then it also has interesting stuff in between. I'm just really excited to get to this one. It is pretty thick, but I'm thinking since it has like all of these like extra pages like that, it should be pretty quick to get to. The next one I got is 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnston, which, if I am correct, this is another Aladdin retelling. That seems to be a lot. A lot of people are coming out with Aladdin retellings. But it sounded really good, and the person, I can't remember her name, Alexandra Bracken, the one that wrote The Darkest Minds, blurbed this book, so it has to be good. So I'm really excited to read this one as well. I'm just excited to read everything. The next one I'm so excited to read, and it is Bliss by Shay Mitchell and Michaela Blaney. I'm so excited to read this. It's an adult novel, not like adult novel as in like sex. Well, I don't know, I haven't read it yet, but it is an adult book. I'm really excited to read it because I love Shay Mitchell. If you don't know, she is Emily from Pretty Little Liars, and for her to come out with an adult book, I cannot wait to read it. It has to be good. Oh, the next book I got is one that I kind of have gotten a lot before, but I'm actually literally going to read it this time. And it is Kingdom Keepers, Book 1, Disney After Dark by Ridley Pearson, because he's come out with so many new books after this one, so I actually need to get on my game and read the series. I've heard very mixed reviews. I've heard that people love it. I've heard that people hate it. I've heard that it's like an kind of book, so I'm really excited to get in there and actually have a review up of my own thoughts, because Disney is very close to my heart, so I'm hoping that these books will be as well. The next book I got is Because The Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo just came out, and if I'm correct, it is a series. It's going to be a series, but after Shadow and Bone, and I haven't read the Shadow and Bone series, so I picked up Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo because I need to read these 3 books before I can read Six of Crows, and I'm really excited to read that one because I have heard phenomenal things about that, but I've also heard really great things about this series. So I am really excited to read this one as well because it has been on my like reading bucket list because I've heard such great things. The next one is yet again one that has been on my reading bucket list forever, and I've heard amazing things, and even my aunt loves this series because she's already read both books and the novellas, and it is Dorothy Must Die by Daniel Page. I've heard great things about this. I've heard that it's also might be becoming a movie, which would be really, really cool because I love different sides of stories, which this is. So I'm really excited to read that because Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies. The next one I got is If You Wrong Us by Dawn Clare, or Claire, I don't know. It looks pretty good. This one, I'm not entirely sure what this is about. I know it has to do with 2 different people and someone gets obsessed and then there's revenge, and so it looks pretty interesting. It's a new YA book, so I thought I'd pick it up. The next one I got is a kid's book, and it's like super heavy. It's super thick, but it's like super heavy. And it's The Doldrums by Nicholas Gannon. I've been wanting to read this for a while. I know it just came out October 15th, but I've been like hearing about it for a while. It does have pretty thick words, and then it also has pictures, so I am really excited. But I believe this kind of, if you have ever seen the movie The Borrowers, I think it's kind of like that. I could be totally wrong. I normally am. And the last book I have for you today is another adult thriller type novel. I have seen this in the giveaways for a while, and it's by the same author as another book that I really want to read, and it is called Pop Goes the Weasel by M.J. Aldridge. This is the same author that wrote Eeny Meeny, which I have recently gotten from the library as well, so I'm really excited to read these. I've heard great things about it, and the little like line here says, "A man's body is found in an empty house. A gruesome memento of his murder is sent to his family." Just right there. It's a perfect book for me, so I am really, really excited to read this because these are like perfect for this time of year, so yeah. I'm so excited. If you guys have any questions, comments, or have read any of these, leave me some comments below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I would love to open some discussions for some of these books. If you want me to read one before another one so I can get a review up quicker, let me know, and obviously it will go to the top of my list. But I think that's everything I have for you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe. Press that button right now. Right now, people. Come on. There's a button like right there, I think. Press it. You should press the button. Bye, guys.